You make your way. You make your way into the tavern with the goblin, with the wizard. Have a seat with the troll and the bard. Troll and the bard.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Troll Bard Tavern. This is episode 13.5, I guess, because our episode 13 got a little messed up, which is why we're a week late. So, as you know, 13's an unlucky number, but we're back at it. We got the tavern all fixed up and rolling again, and it was
down for maintenance.
It was down for maintenance.
Get a deep cleaning and
Oh yeah. We got some slimes moved in, man, and our health score, the restaurants, whatever their rating is.
Yeah.
We went from an A all the way down to an F, and we had to close it down, fumigate the place, clear out all those slimes.
Well, we're back in action.
We're back in action
with air conditioning.
Oh
on this
man,
hot day.
Yeah. We came back up, man. I haven't been in the tavern for a whole week, and the place is reorganized. We got AC now. Like, we're living it up. But let's get started.
Let's hop into it.
I'm the bard. This is the troll.
I am the troll.
And I've got a little special dealio. It's a drink special. That's right. There is a new Dr. Pepper flavor. Strawberries and cream.
Oh, snap.
And, yeah, since we're at a tavern, figure we could have a couple drinks.
Cheers. Salute.
Yeah. And, so yeah. Today's drink special is Dr. Pepper, strawberries, and cream. And, it's pretty good. I like it.
It's pretty dang good, yeah.
Yeah. It has it tastes like Dr. Pepper and then like strawberry pop. Not like strawberries, but like candy strawberry flavor.
Yeah.
And then the cream from like the Dr. Pepper cream soda and stuff like that. So it's really good. But this is EQI, which is a really, really fun puzzle game. I get it on Steam. It's totally 100% free. You can just hop on there. If you like Portal, if you like just kind of like a little bit of parkour, puzzle solving and stuff like that, this is a real fun time. Graphics are real kind of like futuristic-y, kind of like you're in a computer sort of deal. And, man, I had a lot of fun playing it. Hope that's rain. Sorry, got distracted a little bit.
Yeah, not a big deal.
I was like, man, we got rats in the tavern now? Like, but, yeah, man, it's cool.
Just you, dude.
It's just me. Just me being
you.
Crazy. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, so if you're watching this on YouTube, or if you're listening on Spotify, this is some gameplay footage. You said it's called EQI?
EQI, yeah. Yeah, it's, I don't have my phone, but it's cool because you rotate like the world around you. So you've got to, like, what I'm doing is like jumping in midair and then rotating the world. That way I land on the correct platform. But very often the worlds aren't square. They're like some kind of like rectangular. So if you're in the middle on one edge and then you rotate, you're like no longer on the middle on another one. So you've got to like compensate. But it's still pretty like, it's kind of fast paced, you know. you can kind of go as slow as you want, but they put you in situations where like the walls are closing in or you're falling through a bunch of stuff. But man, it messed me up a bunch of times. I died. I can't even tell you how many times.
Yeah, it's definitely like a computer simulation Portal type of deal, for sure.
Yeah, and this is just the tutorial. I mean, there's move, there's jump, and then there's like the rotate buttons, and that's it. It's a really simple game.
Do they have a good soundtrack?
Oh yeah, dude. They have a really cool like techno kind of like
Nice.
It's really cool.
Feels like you're going through the Matrix.
Yeah. I didn't record audio because like I was trying to save space on my videos because my videos just kept getting huge.
You're doing whatever you could.
Yeah. So I was like, oh, maybe if I don't like record audio. Yeah, if I don't record audio, maybe the video will be small enough for me to send. Turns out I was just not. I just don't know enough about video editing. There's like a very simple way to like, I changed a few settings, watch some YouTube videos, change some settings, and all of a sudden like my videos got to like a normal and manageable size. It's just one of those like live and learn kind of things, but I was just banging my head off the wall, just being like, this can't be right. Like there's no way that I'm getting like my 3-minute videos are like 3 gigs. Like, how is that possible? That can't be right. There's no way people function like that. Because people are putting up like hour-long, 2-hour-long videos on YouTube.
I wonder why the Pokemon, whenever you recorded that, it was fine.
You know, I was thinking about that, and I was thinking maybe it was because it's like 2D. It's just like the graphics, the resolution is smaller. I also recorded it windowed versus full screen. I don't know if that makes a difference.
Probably not.
But
Probably
yeah,
makes it worse.
Yeah. But I recorded Pokemon like 45 minutes of it, and it wasn't even half the size of a freaking like 2-minute video of like this and a couple other games. So I was like, man, I'm doing something wrong. There is something I am doing wrong. And a lot of it was the resolution that I rendered it at. And I also have Handbrake now, which is a free program to compress videos. It doesn't like zip it, like compress it into like a zip file. But it does compress it. It lowers the quality a little bit, but you can change how much it lowers. And it really helped it make these things like more manageable, because I couldn't even send these to you. They were too huge for Telegram. They were too huge for Dropbox. And I didn't want to be toting around an external every like week with just like, you know, a terabyte of video. I was like, I'm not doing that. My hard drive isn't that big, and I don't want to fill up your hard drive.
You got the data? You'd be bringing it over every day.
Yeah, for real, man. I was like, I was so frustrated because I was like, I know it's something I'm doing wrong, but I don't know how to fix it because I don't know enough about it. So, like...
YouTube?
Yeah.
Is that what you did?
Yeah, It's so stupid anymore, where I'm like stubbornly like, no, I'm smart enough to figure this out, blah blah blah, and I'll spend days trying to figure something out, and then watch a video, and then like 2 minutes the guy's just like, oh yeah, change these settings, and don't click this button, and it's like, oh okay, and it just solves all my problems. I keep doing that to myself, and it's like, dude, just accept the help. Like,
you need it, bud.
Yeah. Find a dude smarter than you and listen to him. Like, that, it saves you so much time. And it did. It saved me so much time.
What's nice is whenever you go to YouTube something, like, just very different, and you can't find any results, that's where you come into play and try to make a video too.
Yes.
Because there's probably other people out there that would like to look it up.
Yeah. I've
like, that's like the best opportunity to make a good YouTube videos. It's like you try to find something and you can't.
Yeah. Just like a tips and tricks thing, or like, hey, this is what I figured out because like I've been doing this thing like 2 days longer than anybody else kind of deal. Or I've just been using this as my main program.
Yeah.
Or I'm the one of 3 people playing this game.
Yeah.
Kind of deal.
Because you never know, the game might pop off, and then you got your little video out there ready to...
I'm telling you, you're on the ground floor, your first page kind of stuff, because
Yeah.
you've got like 7 views on it. No, that's exactly why I wanted to... I got out on Steam, and I just typed in free-to-play games, and, you know, I'm not saying like, oh, this game isn't popular, nobody knows about it, because like, I don't know, I didn't dig that deep. But I wanted to try to get onto these sort of like free-to-play games, these like indie style kind of games, where it's not just like, hey, you know, Bethesda's making a game, and like everyone's like, it's gonna be good. Like the hype is there, everyone's on it. Blizzard's making a game, everybody knows. Like it's got such a loyal fan base that like you've got no room to really like do anything better than anybody else. Like it's already being done. But I thought, you know, hey, I'll reach out and I'll get these like lesser played games, least popular games. And that it's not like they're any worse. They're different, obviously. But like this is just a super fun puzzler game. Little bit of parkour, problem solving, and just a different approach to like a kind of puzzle game. And it's fun. Great soundtrack. Just, there's no speech, there's no story. It's just, hey, get to the end of the thing. You know, it's just kind of an old take on games. It was like, hey,
I gotta check out that indie game, the Gnome Survival.
Gnome Survival. Yeah,
I don't know what it's called, but you're basically just a little garden gnome, and just out in the wild trying to survive. It looks so funny.
The wild of a lawn, like a suburban lawn or whatever.
What else you been playing this week, man?
I've been playing a bunch of games. I got a video of another game that I played called Maelstrom, so I'll wait to talk about that till the video's up. Aside from that, I've been playing Warframe here and there. The 10-year anniversary event still going on. I forget which week this is. This might be like week 3 or maybe 4 of the event. Out of 10. And it's just been fun to get back into there. I know right now I've got a Warframe that I built and haven't played yet. Like I just grinded out the rest of the stuff and unlocked her. And she's the Ureli, and she's like a freaking surfer chick. And her powers are bubbles, and she can just summon her hoverboard in missions.
Dang.
Yeah, which is cool because like there's the previous video I had on here was me like flying around on like my jetpack. You can only do those on like the open world sort of maps, not on missions. There is a Warframe that gets access to that during missions, and you can race through missions really quick because you can fly. And so I'm really excited to use her to kind of like Tony Hawk my way through missions and stuff like that. I don't know. I don't know anything about her. I haven't used her yet. I just unlocked her. But she's just like like the Powerpuff Girls Bubbles. Like she's just like a fun, spunky robot, and like bubbles are her powers, and then
Nice.
someone's just yeah, I'm hyped. It's a fun thing. It's cool whenever you get like a new character to play with, essentially. And I also grinded out a new weapon, the Ghoul Slaw, which is just like a giant like circular saw that you can just like run around and cut people, like a 2-handed circular saw, and you just like cut people in half. It's pretty metal. Let's see, Warframe. Playing a little bit of Pokemon here and there. Not too much. I've been grinding on it, but you know, it's been not as consistent as in the past. I'm trying not to make another 5 episodes where we just talk about Pokemon. But, you know, just grinding out on that a little bit. Just kind of bouncing, man. Just feel like playing this today, and I just go play it. And then how do I feel tomorrow? I don't know. We'll see. Float up again.
What's your game of the week?
That's a good question. I've been bouncing around a lot. I would say the game I spent the most time on this week is probably Warframe. Just because it's been so grindy that, like,
getting sucked in.
Yeah, man. You gotta run missions a few times. You gotta, like, farm up some materials. Get in there. Again, I've got to grind up a necromech so I can do the new quests, because they're releasing new content on the 26th. Carbonation gets me. And the trailer looks pretty sweet because they're on, like, horses. Like, I don't know if they're real or if they're robots or, like, a mixture of the two. But we've got skateboards, we've got jetpacks, we've got spaceships that you can build and customize, and we've got, like, Gundam mechs. And so, like, I'm ready for, like, being on a horse and cowboying up with, like, a bunch of other space ninjas. Just, like, doing missions and stuff.
Saddle up, boys.
Yeah, like, it seems pretty hype. So, I'm excited for it. I don't know anything else about it other than I just saw the trailer today. So, but, dude, I'm down to be a cowboy. There's even, like, a gunslinger Warframe frame. So, like,
you can actually be a cowboy.
Yeah. Dual pistols and everything. You can get her, like, a cowboy hat and chaps is, like, part of one of her cosmetics. It's pretty fire.
Cowboy coat.
Yeah, but Warframe, check it out. It's also free. How about you, man? What have you been playing?
Dude, I have been playing 2 games, and pretty much 2 games only this week.
Oh.
I'll start off with you mentioned new characters. I've also been trying out some new characters on League.
On League? That's
yeah,
awesome.
playing, because I was thinking about it. I'm like, man, there's some really good champions out there that I don't play, and I need to learn how to play them.
Mm-hmm.
Because in ARAMs, you're just coming across everything. All random, all mid. So you get that random champ.
Yeah.
It's
Like, what's the chance you're going to get, like, one of the 3 guys that you really like?
Yeah, like there's a little bit of trading going around. There's some rerolls you can do.
Mm-hmm.
But, the one champion, she's some ghostly chick named Vex, and she just has, like, this. She's got a nice long shot ability, and it marks the enemy. And it fears them or something. Like, you get a fear every 20 seconds or something. I think it's her passive. I don't know. I didn't even read her abilities, but she's such a beast.
Yeah?
Yeah, like
Did you just get wrecked by her one game or something, or was
well,
she on your team?
I've played against her and with her many times, and she's just super strong. And she popped up. She was available for me to play, and I was like, you know what? I need to go for it. I need to stop passing up on these good champs.
Just hoping for freaking Trinomir or whatever. Or whoever you main. I don't know.
Yeah, I'd say Shaco is my faves.
Shaco.
In ARAMs. It's just so much fun, dude. Like,
oh, dude, yeah, the video you showed where you, like, sneak behind and, like, gank the Nexus was awesome.
I do, like, I don't know. It's probably, like, 80% defensive, 20% aggressive. I play, like, super defensive. Like, I post up my little jack in the boxes and just let them walk into it. Because I'm straight AP burn damage, so that thing is just ticking away at them.
Yeah.
And
you get your clone out and everything.
Yeah, I'll sit in the bushes, get my clone out, just pop my ult, because it's like a 30-second cooldown. Like, quickly, it becomes like just a 30-second cooldown, so you make a clone of yourself. I send him out of the bush,
Yeah.
and whenever he explodes, he fears everyone. So I just keep sending him into their crowd over and over.
Dude. Get some CC at the end of it. That's really nice.
Yeah, it's huge. Pops him for damage, and then it fears him. So yeah, Shaco's my faves. Actually, I do have some League gameplay I'll throw up. But,
Yeah.
what are we watching here?
Oh
Dude.
man, this is the first mission. The first mission I played, and it's a co-op mission. But this is a game called Maelstrom, and it's just a fun, like, simple little ship battling. Like in this mission, I'm supposed to protect that dude and like kill all the enemies, and half the time I'm shooting the dude in the face. Because, like, again, this is like my first attempt. I was like, oh yeah, I'll play a co-op mission, and no one showed up, so I was like, guess I'm doing this co-op mission by myself. But you pick your race, and you pick the style of ship, and they've got speedy boys, they've got medium boys, and they've got heavy boys. Humans, it's separate. Each race has speedy, medium, and heavy. And the races are humans, the dwarves, and the orcs. And then I think the undead you have to pay for. But this is me, just the chunkiest dwarf ship I could get. And again, I'm supposed to have like 2 or 3 other teammates with me. And I'm just getting mobbed by all these little tiny ships.
Dude, I'm digging these graphics.
Yeah.
It's like the cartoony style. It reminds me of WoW.
Yeah. That's exactly it. It's like it's very, very similar to WoW.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of that.
Even the characters kind of look like it. The dwarves actually look a little bit more like gnomes. Like they look like gnomes with beards than like actual dwarves. It's pretty funny.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But the big dwarf ship. This is when I found out. I was like, oh, I have more than one life. That's cool.
So funny. It's
Yeah.
just a little sailboat.
Yeah.
Choo choo.
Over there's the freaking whirlpool, which if you get sucked in that, you die. But most ships you can power out of it as long as you're not going against the current. If you go with the current, you can actually pick up like a little bit of a speed boost and like slingshot out of it. But the big ship has 4 directional cannons, front, back, left, and right. I think the smaller ships don't, but obviously they're fast. Like I don't have good maneuverability, good turning speed, or anything like that. I've just got high defense and a lot of guns. I haven't 100% figured out like what the difference between the races are. I think maybe the dwarves just have like chunkier, slower cannons, but yeah, this is me getting stuck again. Whenever you ram, you and the person you get that ram get like a little bit of a stun and a knockback. So I just keep getting rammed by multiple guys. This is me just run away. But this Brickjaw dude, he's
The O'Connor dude.
yeah, dude. He's the boss of like this mission. Like the guy I was supposed to protect already sank. Like I already failed that. But I was like, oh, maybe I can at least kill all the enemies. Maybe I'll get something for it. But you get gold by picking it up out of the water. So when you kill a ship, they drop the stuff. And they might drop a buff. They'll drop gold. If you don't pick it up, you don't get that gold. So it's also like, hey, I've got to fight, but I've also got to like loot at the same time. It's me dying again, just getting wrecked by this orc. But they have solo PvP. They have 3v3 PvP, and then they have these like co-op missions. So there's a lot of different stuff you can do. From what I can tell, there's not a huge community that's playing, but there are people playing. I just wasn't able to get people. I guess nobody was on. Kind of deal. But these there's abilities and stuff that I haven't unlocked yet, and there's like crewmates you get that give you extra buffs, which I haven't unlocked yet. So this is like bare bones kind of thing. But this is when I was just like, man, I'm not killing that dude while I've got to deal with like his little first mate minion Ramrock over here. So I'm like, I've got to kill him. I've got to like get this dude out of here. So I'm just like, let's focus down. Let's wreck this dude. He's at half health. Just keep firing away. Trying to avoid that guy. Oh, just getting ganged by. But no, dude, it's super cool. There's even cosmetics. Again, as far as I can tell, it's not pay to win, right? The money is for like unlocking more races, some more ships, and cosmetics. And maybe at worst you can buy some loot chests, but I haven't seen anything like, hey, pay $3 and get like a much better ship that you can't normally get. Because you can unlock all the ships from just collecting golden missions. But yeah, it's super fun, man.
Yeah, it doesn't look like a pay to win type of game. Looks like they put a lot of effort into this, and looks pretty it can be competitive for sure. Yeah.
Again, like the combat right now is really slow because I'm in a slow ship and because he's in a slow ship. If we were two fast boys, like it would be like constantly trying to get around to each other's flanks and stuff like that. Because like my maneuverability is bad, and then I also pick dwarves, which I guess they have bad. But man, I hit like a point where I'm like, I can't kill this dude. I need to kind of try to like lure him into the whirlpool kind of deal, because I'm like, I know it's a kill. They hit that bottom of the whirlpool, they die. So this is me trying to bait the AI, but the AI's pretty good. It's not perfect, but at least they're not like trying to get me by going through the middle of a whirlpool, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Smart enough to avoid. But yeah, this is another free-to-play game. I was just like, hey, let's try it out. Let's test it out. And it was really fun. I played a few matches, and this is, again, just the first one. So by the end of this, I start figuring out, like, how my cannons work, like their range and their speed and all that stuff, but it's just too late. I'm outgunned. I got 1 life left. My buddy's playing Destiny 2. Shout out to Azorus. He's the dude who got me into Warframe.
Nice.
So, shout out to you, dude. Keep playing Destiny 2. Also free, I believe.
Dude, I have been on the WoW grind this week.
Is that your game of the week?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah? Where are you at? Tell me about your adventures.
Let me tell you about these adventures.
In Azeroth.
This is one of the coolest things that could possibly happen to it, because it's bringing people again back to classic WoW. Like, people just would rather play classic than even Lich King.
Yeah, same for me. Yeah, I thought I got him into the world.
So I am playing hardcore.
Hardcore. Tell me what hardcore means.
You get 1 life, buddy.
1 life.
You can't trade other players.
Ooh.
You can't use the mailbox. You can't use the auction house. So everything is self-found.
So very similar to like RuneScape's Iron Man.
Yeah.
Which again is a hardcore.
You can only do dungeons 1 time.
Really?
Which is interesting. Yeah.
You can't grind out dungeons anymore.
That's the thing. They don't want everyone to play the way we've been playing. They want it to be like a whole new hardcore experience.
That is so
because
awesome.
it is easy just to do dungeons, run them over and over, get all the loot you need, and
absolutely.
And I was kind of heartbroken because that's what I do. That's what a lot of people do.
Yeah. That makes the drops from dungeons that much more valuable. I mean, again, you can't really like trade to sell, but I mean, like whenever you you're a warrior and you get like the good sword or the good armor, you're like,
'Cause
yes,
you can only do it.
yeah, this is my one
time.
shot to get like
Yeah.
really good armor.
But yeah, so let's talk about this, dude.
Yeah.
I saw a video on it and I was like, screw it. I'm doing it. I'm making the purchase.
Yeah, this is no, sorry. I was just trying to smash him in. Go ahead. Sorry, get distracted.
Distracted by my league gameplay.
Oh, this is me going against the current. It's not a
Go. But yeah, so I started off human rogue.
good idea. Classic.
Yeah, and dude, off the bat, it was hilarious. Like I'm walking to Goldshire, my first time since I started playing this, and
Little leather clothes.
dude, right away I see a hunter luring an elite. He's luring an elite from Searing Gorge
Into Goldshire.
into Goldshire, dude. My first time walking into Goldshire,
What a troll.
and I just see an elite like being kited across Goldshire, and I'm like, ugh. Luckily though, I'll get into how the system works and everything, but yeah, dude, off the bat, it was funny and hilarious. So I die at level 6 in the mines south of Goldshire like a noob.
Oh no.
Yeah, I was just being...
Yeah, the kobolds. Oh yeah, here it is. Alright, quick break. This is me trying to slam him in there, and he ducks me.
And
I just get pulled right down into the sink. And I got an achievement. But
nice.
like, there's my little lifeboat getting thrown out of the whirlpool. Like, I live!
It just like... It kind of reminds me of like the pod you start off as in Eve.
Yes, yeah, when your ship
Online.
blows up and you're like, you just get that little pod, and it's like, well, I hope I have a spare ship back at the station.
Let's see.
Yeah, it's very similar to what it is. But, yeah, you just overestimated yourself fighting the mine south of Goldshire. That's what the kobolds, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just died like a noob. I'm like, okay, I'll play better.
Ooh, level 15. What you doing?
So, and I have all this footage. I think it is going to go into a video.
Heck yeah.
We'll do a little level up series with this guy right now.
Yeah, dude. Do a hardcore challenge on the
It's
on the
hardcore,
YouTube.
man. It's huge right now. It's insanely popular right now.
Dude, it's so fun. Like, it makes me want to get back into playing RuneScape, playing World of Warcraft, and there's a bunch of games that are doing a very similar thing, where this hardcore thing
Makes the game so much more exciting.
Yeah. The game's fun. Like, I'm not downplaying like anything like that. The games are fun, but people want a challenge. They've been playing this game since, whenever World of Warcraft came out, and whenever RuneScape came out. Like,
and yeah, for RuneScape, for example, like there's so much gold now generated in that game that people are buying it for real money, then they're buying all their gear, so then that's why people just want to play on hardcore. Like, cool, you can go buy that for real money. I earned this myself.
Yeah, I had to make it. I had to go
find it,
find the mithril, mine it up, get my smithing up so I can make a skimmy. Like,
yeah, so I sighed, I laughed, and the funny thing is, dude, there's, as you can see on the right, the hardcore death log. It's a live death log for anyone on the server.
oh, okay, so it's not like ranking like, oh, these are like the best players. It's just like, these are the most recent players to die.
Yeah,
Is it both Horde and Alliance, or is it just Horde? It's just Horde.
Just
Okay.
Horde.
I just
so you
looked
can
at it.
see, and dude, sometimes you'll see like high levels dying.
Oh yeah, like level 60 or
I've
whatever.
seen a level 60 die. I've seen a couple level like 58s.
Dude, this is when it pays to have like a dedicated party, like a crew. Like, you get on with like 2 or 3 other dudes, and just like you run missions, you like do quests, like, instead of trying to solo on a hardcore.
Yeah. So then I made another human rogue immediately after.
Did he look exactly the same?
No, I always click random and then
Get some purple hair going.
But and then I got this guy to level 14. And I'm God, where am I? I'm at the area where there's like a level 20 area where there's werewolves, and it's like right across the lake. So I'm playing Alliance, you know what I'm talking about? I'm doing this little quest, I'm on the dock, I'm getting cocky. I'm taking
the river, my dude.
I took out like 3 or 4, and there was a couple more, and I just was like, all right, I'm gonna get away. I already drank my potion. I'm gonna cross the river, right? I cross the river, and 2 level 19 werewolves just come right up to me and just boom, boom, and I'm like, rest in peace. But it was funny because I'm looking at the death log, dude, and I see like a level 6 die, and I was like, dude, how does a level 6 die? Like, how does that even happen? And then I die at level 6. I'm like, all right, let me take this serious.
Just some karma, some good old-fashioned karma popping up.
So that's how I die for the second time. Level 14, almost 15, and it takes me about 2.5 hours to get to level 10 of just straight grinding.
Yeah, because you're just even the higher challenge, because it's classic, right? Before they kind of like made it a little bit easier and easier and easier, but also just like you're being more strategic and careful.
Yeah,
because like
they actually added achievements in this, and I'll get into that. But the one I was trying to do is get to level 10 in 2 hours.
Oh, okay.
I've not done it yet, but maybe on another character I will. I did it in like 2.5 hours on this guy.
Yeah.
So, okay, then I'm like, all right, maybe I need to switch it up.
Oh.
Maybe human rogue isn't the way to go.
Oh, okay.
So I do a undead priest. Grind it out, get to level 12. I'm feeling it. This is like day 2 of playing. Yeah. And I'm on my 3rd character. And I'm in Silver Pine. Like, I'm out of the starting area. I'm like now down in Silver Pine, and just farming away at mobs. All of a sudden, the werewolf comes behind me.
These werewolves are getting.
I'm like, oh, it's just a werewolf. Like, I'm gonna live. You know, I have bubble. I have heal. I can.
Yeah.
And he 2-shots me.
Oh.
Because it is son of Argugol or whatever. Yeah, Argugol. Urgagur. He's like a level 25 elite or something. Someone told me, I got all his different answers. Someone PM'd me, they're like, he's level 30. And then someone in the guild is like, he's level 25. And someone else goes, nah, he's level 20. But when you're low level, you can't see.
Yeah.
So he just comes up, dude, right behind me, 2 hits me. And then
it's out.
I learned the next, in the general chat, everyone was like, skip Silverpine. Just go to Barrens. Skip Silverpine. He's too strong. He's just roaming, because you can roam anywhere.
Yeah.
And so he kills my priest.
Yeah, dude. I had that problem when I first started playing WoW on the Horde. Is like Silverpine was really hard for me to do. Like, I only got through it because I had 2 party members. Just because a couple of times we had to leave an area because that dude was just wandering around. Just like coming onto the road and stuff like that. And we're like,
he goes anywhere he wants, man. In that entire area, he could just show up. And it's like, I did peek down there to do a quest real quick.
Yeah.
At like level 16 or something. Just real quick.
Yeah,
and I'm standing there waiting for this thing to spawn, and some other guys there. I was like, yeah, that's Big Dog. Have you seen Big Dog?
The big boy.
Lately? He was like, he walked by like 10 minutes ago. So I'm like, okay.
He's like a world boss in like the 2nd area.
Yeah.
Just then, like, no, dude, you don't even mess with them.
So rest in peace to my priest. It was a ton of fun. I want to play priest hardcore again.
Yeah.
That's going to be, if I die, I might go priest or mage.
Okay, so what do you want now? A rogue again?
Number 4, I made a warrior and I disconnected. And when I logged in, I died at level 8. So
that sucks.
But now, my dude, I'm a level 19 undead rogue.
Heck yeah, this boy right here.
This boy. Right now we are doing Rage Fire Chasm and Orgrimmar, and I got 1 piece of loot right at the beginning.
Nice.
I was cool with that. That's all I got.
Free Whizzle.
But man, yeah, I'm taking it a lot slower.
Yeah. I find the hardcore more appealing because it rewards you for playing like slower and more strategic, which is typically how I approach like games. I don't play games very quickly. I don't really like rush into stuff unless I really know what I'm doing. So like I tend to do better the slower I go. Mm-hmm. And with hardcore, I mean, there's a time to like just get in there and like grind some stuff out, but
yeah, I'm fighting stuff 2 levels lower than me right now, and I'm just trying to grind up and get, because the Barrens get shady, man.
You're gonna be like fighting boars until your level cap.
Yeah, just like South Park.
Yeah.
But no, man, it's scary because when you're in a guild and one of your guild mates dies, it pops up right on in the middle of your screen with like a loud noise, and it says so and so, like the rogue died in Silverpine Forest level, and it says his level, and then at the bottom it'll say like who killed him. So like you're seeing people die from Son of Argugal. You know, you're seeing them. I'm seeing people higher level than me die in the Barrens. While I'm in the Barrens, I'm like, no, dude.
Is this also a PvP world?
No, but you can. One of the challenges, you stay flagged the entire leveling process. You can flag yourself, and you can get flagged. And there has been some griefing going on.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, you were just saying about them dragging elites and stuff in.
There was a level 2 rogue just sitting in Stranglethorn Vale right under he was like somewhere where you have to do combat, and he's just invisible, level 2 flagged rogue. And dude on his level 41 mage, he's been live streaming it and grinding. He goes to do the quest, and he attacks this rogue, and then they kill him. But you can appeal it and get it accepted with. I think he got it accepted within minutes.
Okay.
So he got his guy back, which is good, because griefing, they're not about that.
Yeah. Ultimately, the game's about fun. Like, you're raising up the challenge level a lot, but you don't want it to be unfun to play.
Yeah, it's too unfair, honestly. If griefing is allowed, you know, like the elevator to Undercity.
Oh,
people are dying on that drop. I don't think you can appeal that. Like, that's a death.
Yeah.
And it's sad.
Dude, fall damage has killed me so much in that game.
It's something serious, man. I've seen level 60s die to fall damage.
That's why my one buddy switched to playing a mage, because I get the feather fall. It was like the whole reason.
Oh, do they have that too?
Yeah. You
I know Priest has it.
Maybe I'm thinking of
with
Priest.
A feather. You get the feather. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe I'm thinking of a Priest. But regardless, he switched to that class just because like he wanted to be somewhere. I mean, this was before flying mounts and everything like that.
Oh man, I remember that. Just like
he just
floating down a mountain.
Yeah, he was like on top of
cool.
He was like, man, I don't want to like try to hop like rock to rock and then like I
just want to soar my way down.
And then I got to turn into a ghost and find my body again. Like he's like, I'm just not about that. Plus, like
you'll see it too. It'll be like level 15 died in Undercity, and then it's always that elevator.
I'd just avoid. I'd just never go to Undercity, honestly. Well, I take the chance, but
so give you some background on how this all works.
Yeah,
it's an add-on. It's not like their servers where you check a little hardcore box. It's all an add-on that keeps track of all your progress.
Okay,
and they even offer achievements, like I said, the speed running ones. There's ones like get the level 60 with no armor, or like completely naked. You have to like right at the start, right when you make your character, you have to take your armor off and complete it.
Is it no armor but you're allowed weapons?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, there's a bunch of really tough. Like I was looking through them. I didn't check any of the extra ones, so I just have whatever the base is. And I did get one, which is cool. But yeah, even Blizzard is getting in on this, dude. They're giving out rewards for people who can accomplish these achievements.
You've got to hop on what your players want. If your players want a hardcore server, you should be working on taking that add-on to being a legitimate dedicated
It's
server.
probably gonna happen, dude. It brought so many people back to the game.
It would be stupid of them to pass up a bunch of people either renewing their memberships or new members joining. Right? Plus all the content that people are probably putting out right now, all the videos.
Yeah.
And stuff like that.
Dude, it'll be 7 a.m. and there's still I'm seeing hundreds of people within a couple minute span.
Yeah.
Just passing. It's packed.
Second round.
Oh snap! What do we got now?
I have got the very last of my Java monsters. Because I got some bones to pick with Monster Energy.
Let's hear it.
Yeah, I sent the link in Telegram for you. So, Monster Energy, if you don't know, they're very much tied to gaming in general, right? And not only that, I think they have their foot in the door with a couple other kind of gaming companies or producers or something like that. But what they have been doing is being very aggressive with their intellectual property, which is Monster, the symbol, their font, their colors, blah, blah, blah. And it's gotten to the point where they're just suing people over using things that sound or look like their stuff. Okay? Mm-hmm. They sued a shawarma place because it was called Monster Shawarma, and the font on Monster looked a little similar, which I can understand. They sued a dude who started his own welding company because his logo had very similar to the 3 lines down that make the M. Right? Sued him.
That you know what those are? I'm pretty sure it's Arabic.
Is it?
They're 6s.
Right, if they weren't edgy enough. But yeah, they're also
but still, how can you take,
Exactly, and that brings me up to the next thing. They're filing lawsuits against Pokemon and Capcom because Pokemon stands for Pocket Monsters, and Capcom makes a game called Monster Hunter.
Oh yeah, you said they're suing Monster Hunter, right?
They're suing Capcom because they have a game with monster in the name. And they're suing...
They need to calm down a little bit.
They're suing Pokemon.
Leave Pokemon alone, you monster.
Yeah, you monster, legitimately. There was, if you scroll down a
Way to
bit.
live up to the name.
You good?
Yeah, we're good. No electronics.
Where's that? Okay, right there. There was another company before this.
Go on.
Yeah. And the game was originally called Gods and Monsters, but Monster went after them because they were, they weren't a smaller company. I guess they were part of Ubisoft, but they chose to change the name to Immortals, Phoenix Rising, but I think because it worked out that now Monster Energy's got this bug up its butt. And a big thing that they're saying is we don't want people to get confused about the monsters you're talking about and the Monster brand that we have. It's really... They're owned by Coca-Cola, which is already super aggressive with its trademarks. But Monster Energy thinking that they own the word monster is...
Yeah, it's pretty out of hand.
It's out of hand. They're suing... Pokemon came out in 1995. Monster Energy came out in 2002. I think that the lawsuit actually got dropped because a judge was like, no, this is stupid. Like, you can't sue people over using a word you didn't even create.
They're like, we are the monster, though.
Yeah, but they got the shawarma place closed down. The welding dude had to change his thing. They got one game to change the name of a game because it just had monsters in it. And they're going after these super, super, like, high-level franchises. I forget how many freaking lawsuits they filed. It's like 100 and some, maybe, against Pokemon for each instance of them using a monster. So, like, each one of their games and, like, a bunch of their stuff. Like, this
looks...
It's
to
stupid.
me, you know what this looks like?
What?
It looks like some type of career suicide type of deal. Like, all or nothing. Like,
You know, a lot of people are speculating that it's, like, for clout, right? Because, like, they're in the news. People are talking about them. But they've actually done this where they've closed down small businesses.
I mean, their logo's in the middle of, like, the UFC Pentagon or
Exactly.
whatever it's called.
They're getting so big for their britches, man. The Octagon.
Yeah, or the Octagon. Yeah,
Yeah.
They don't need to.
No, they've got enough money. What they're trying to do is have a monopoly on the word monster.
Yeah, they need to.
They've even gone after people who've used the white, black, and green in, like, their signs.
They're like, that
Yeah.
reminds us.
Exactly.
That looks just like ours.
Exactly.
In our mind.
And again, I don't know if it was the exact same shade of green and white and black or whatever, but, like, they're just like, no, we own the word It's like, no, you don't. That the word monster existed hundreds of years, if not thousands of years, before, like, you were even a thought of a sperm, of a thing that ever even, like, thought it could crawl on land. Like, shut up. Like,
Yeah, piss off, monster.
dude,
I don't spend any money on that shit.
no.
anyway.
I'm done with that. I'm switching to NOS. I'm just honestly, dude, like, seriously, like, it's bullying. They're going after these things because they have a lot of money, and they're trying to bully people into freaking, like, oh, you can't use monster without paying us royalty. Like, could you imagine just, like, telling Pokemon who came out before them, just be like, hey, can't be using monster, man.
That's us.
And Pokemon's, like, the biggest franchise in the world. Like, they're bigger than Monster. Like,
Alright, here's a video clip of my boy Badman Larry
Badman Larry.
dropping the hammer.
It's just
Good,
fucking-
man. Like,
Ain't you dumb, kid?
I'm so
Dude,
ticked off at Monster right now. Like, let me be happy, Badman. Is this, what is this game?
This is Foxhole.
Foxhole, that's right. You were talking about this before. And this is him being, freaking,
Ain't you dumb, kid?
big boss Badman Larry.
It's just fucking. Ain't you dumb, kid? Duke Bar, the fucking stream sniper, dead.
He is in their spawn right now. And he's bayoneting.
Little fucking goon.
Them.
Shredded. Fucking shredded. Get shredded, motherfucker.
Dang.
Get shredded.
How is he winning?
Dude, this is...
Whoa!
I don't know how he pulled this off. This is very bad from an enemy team right now.
I don't know how there's like a dozen guys in there.
They don't know what to do. It's a tough game. Like, they've probably never been in
yeah,
this situation.
I'm sure it's very similar. Like, you have to click to move, and then you have to, like, click attack, and if they're in that same square, they get hit, and if they move, they don't get hit, kind of deal. But
Herod?
man,
Yeah. Hopefully they like even have a melee weapon equipped in general. 'Cause I don't even know how this game works, but I know.
I didn't even think about that. Yeah, they're all just rocking machine guns. He's coming in with one knife and just one knife on a
It
stick.
looked like you got about 10 or 12 guys right there.
Props, man.
And
It's
that
a MLG.
that became like kind of the Larry meme, shredding, get shredded.
Get shredded.
Yeah. Shout out to Badman Larry.
Is this the hardcore?
Yeah, you want to check it out?
Yeah. Of course I want to check it out. That's what I'm here for.
So I've been watching this dude.
Shannon.
This is when he was
just a normal last name.
Yeah, his girlfriend's name is Shannon.
Aw.
So he like made his character after her. But
on a hardcore where when she's dead, she's dead.
dude, he has been taking it very very slow, very smart.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's like level 42 right now. Around there.
I think it's smart to play a range character.
Mm-hmm.
Just in general with hardcore. So props to him. Because, like, dude, I wouldn't want to be down there in the fray.
No. Dude, it was sad. I saw, what was it? A level 18, which is pretty, that's a little high for Rage Fire Chasm. But he died today. He was in my guild.
Oh, no.
And it announced, like I said, it announces it right in front of your face.
Boom. Just, your boy's dead.
Yeah, and they were like,
the man you saw yesterday is no more.
It can be nerve-wracking. I guess like you really gotta have faith in your healer and your tank if you're DPSing.
That's what I'm saying, man. It puts such a bigger emphasis on like teammates and party composition.
I saw a great clip. They were in their late 50s, like 56 around there, raiding, doing a dungeon, and this hunter was doing nothing. He was just like auto attacking. Yeah, he wasn't using anything. And dude, his whole team got wipes, and he runs away, and then he just faints death, and then and then he hurts out, and you could hear the Discord chat like, "You were doing nothing the whole time,
yeah,
and then you live."
He's not trying to grab any extra aggro than he needs. That dude's gonna join another guild and do the same thing.
No, he must have been eating a sandwich or something when he was playing, dude, because he wasn't using any of his abilities. He was just right click and chilling. His pet wasn't even attacking.
Wow.
So this man was like,
I'm assuming the pets aren't in hardcore.
No, you can revive him.
Yeah.
I sure hope.
I hope so. Or the hunter is even worse. Because, like, you've got to have the ammo pouch. You got to carry around food for your pet. And you've got to, like, manage a pet.
Yeah, they're really good for hardcore.
Yeah.
I just saw my,
just a lot of maintenance.
My characters that got moved to Lich King, I still have them.
Yeah?
Level 60 Rogue, level 55 Hunter, and a 27 Warrior. But yeah, they're all on that Lich King, sir. I don't know how they got moved there, but I don't care.
Meh.
Because, like, I saw my rogue. I have, like, kind of endgame stuff for Classic. A lot of endgame gear. And I'm like, I really don't want to just play regular and grind to that again. Like, that doesn't sound like fun. But on hardcore, it's a completely different experience.
Yeah, screw all those other characters, man. Like, hardcore
is different.
It's the new hotness right now for you.
Yeah.
Look at him taking a little siesta. Gonna get some mana back.
But I did get an achievement. In Tearsful Glades, there's this higher level guy, and you have to go down this crypt. You got to get past all these skeletons and shit, and get to this guy. And someone helped me out. He was just like burned all the stuff out. He's like, "You need this?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure." So I grabbed it, or I killed him, and left. Turned in the quest, and I got an achievement for killing him and completing the quest before I hit level 12. And you can right click on people and inspect them to see their gear. There's a little hardcore tab, and you can see like their achievements.
That's cool.
The achievements they're going for. Couple other stats. It's pretty sweet.
Yeah. Heck yeah, man.
But yeah, I think I'm gonna do a little game series on it.
Yeah, dude. I would love, honestly, what I'd really like to see, because I've seen it done with Skyrim. People have done hardcore playthroughs. They were like role playing hardcore kind of thing. So like they were playing a character and doing blah blah blah. But just seeing like episode, like, hey, this is, me running through some Goldshire quests, or like Silverpine, or I'm running this dungeon kind of deal, and just like,
I'm already 19, but I pretty much recorded everything.
Yeah,
like I have everything, even on my old characters, all the deaths. I have all that.
Oh, dude, break that up into like 30-minute, 15-minute like sections or whatever.
I mean, I really don't need my old characters footage, but if I wanted to do a little
but do like that character
playthrough.
If that character dies, you can just like restart the whole dealio.
I might just live stream it.
Yeah,
I might have to do that.
Get on Twitch.
Yeah.
We haven't done anything on Twitch, I don't think.
Yeah,
that'd be pretty fire. And obviously, you can record Twitch and just like slap it on the YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like a catch-all. So this is something I found today. This is Pog's Unblocked Games, and this is a dude or a group of dudes who wanted to play games on their high school computers, and needed a way to get around the school's like security. It doesn't have a lot of games. It has quite a bit of games, but we've got like some honorable mentions: Fire Red, we've got Sapphire, we've got Ruby. There's the Mario Kart for Game Boy, Leaf Green, Emerald, Donkey Kong Country. We've got the Mortal Kombat game. There's Q*bert. There's Super Meat Boy. Friday Night Funkin' was up there. Minecraft. A bunch of games I haven't even like really heard of or seen. But the cool thing is it's all browser based. It's free. It's not buried under ads, and you can save your progress. From what I can tell, it's saved not on your computer, but it's saved to your like actual
Hey, this is awesome. It's just straight up running Mario 64.
Yeah. It's saved to your whatever account you're logged in on, like Google Chrome.
Yeah.
Because
your email.
Yeah, so I switched accounts and my save for Pokemon wasn't there. But I closed the browser, reopened the browser under the same account, and I could log right back into my same game file. The panic button down there, if you scroll down, that's for whenever a teacher comes by, and it'll just take you straight to Google Classroom.
That's great.
It's awesome. Oh shit. You might want to blur out your email.
I don't care.
Email me.
Yeah.
Tell
me how you feel.
Send me some cool tips and tricks. But yeah,
I'm just gonna get "you are a noob."
You said just a bunch of like, "Hey, send me $300 and I'll make your channel famous."
Oh man, I already get so much spam. I don't care.
But yes, Pog's Unblocked Games. Just search that up. We could probably put a link on there. But dude, just a bunch of free games. I'm gonna get it on my kids' computers because they're looking for free games. But honestly, they're still pretty new to the internet. So they'll click on ads or they'll click the wrong thing, and all of a sudden they're down in a rabbit hole, and I gotta like dig them out of it. But with that, it's right there. It's easy. Ooh, stealthy harpies, man. I hated the harpies and the bears.
Yeah, these ones are melee only, and they don't flee or anything. Mm-hmm. So I was kind of picking this spot to be my grind instead of trying to do these quests that are my level. They do try to get away.
Yeah.
But there is an elite that walks around here, and she's not like the other elite that just roams the whole area, but it's just
she stays around the harpies. Yeah.
So I ducked out of here. Did a couple more quests. I'm on this rogue quest right now. It's when you get your tool. Remember they give you the thieving tool.
Yeah. You had that lockpicking was an actual skill.
Yeah.
Kind of deal. I'm with you.
And you got to go to there's like these 8 these 8 boxes lined up that you just go and you level up off them. And then there was like another chest at the bottom of the ship. And I go to it, and I try to open it. There's nothing in it, and you see in the chat, squawk, and there's this giant elite bird or a giant elite parrot behind me on the boat.
Squawk!
Yeah, you can't even see its level. That's, compared to me, that's how so it's probably like 25 or something.
Yeah.
Shit. And you get this item also that they're crackers. You just drop them down. And so I did that, and the bird was gone. I'm like, okay. I still didn't get anything out of the box. So I try to open it again. Fucking squawk.
He comes back.
He comes back, and he's just where I have to go, my only escape route. So I just hearth.
Yeah.
Because he wasn't aggroed to me for some reason. He's just at the end of the boat where I came from, just waiting. And that's the way you have to go. So I hearthed out. I was like, yeah.
Yeah, you're not sneaking by.
Yeah. I'm going to look it up how to do it. Because I've only done this a couple times. But yeah, look at that.
Oh, that's so sad. Oh, no.
Yeah, back-to-back deaths in the dungeon, too.
Oh, they were all partied up and they're just getting wiped. That sucks.
Yeah, and then this is another thing that's really cool. It's different than the way WoW has been. There's all these hardcore guilds right now. And people just mass invite. Like, they use some kind of macro or something. So, between, like, level 1 and 5, you're always going to get an invite from a hardcore group.
That's cool.
So, you just join it. You're just there to really talk, for the most part. And there's no more, like, who's, the best.
Yeah.
Because everyone's fighting for their lives out there.
Everyone's just trying to survive.
Yeah, so, like, you kind of just... you meet people on the way, and when someone in your guild dies, everyone puts an F in the chat.
F.
So and then you make a new character. Within a couple levels, you get another invite to another guild.
Yeah, press F to pay respects.
Yeah, that's basically what it is. And it's really like cool watching the guilds, how they're going to shape out. Like only like the real survivors are going to be actually a part of the guild.
Yeah, because I mean it weeds out the noobs pretty quick.
Yeah, so it's such a fun concept. Like I've been in 5 guilds now, and every guild does that. They throw the F's up in chat. It's just what they do.
It's just a culture has developed purely from hardcore.
It's a way to
World of
show
Warcraft.
respect to the person that died.
Yeah, you know what? Like,
and it does feel better whenever you die and you just see your whole guild just spam
support you.
The F key. Yeah.
Yeah, because normally, like, I mean, in the old game, the original game, like, no one even cares if you die. If anything, you get crapped on for dying.
Yeah.
They're just like, dude, how could you let that thing kill you? Like, you were our DPS. Like,
oh, dude, but there's always someone in general chat looking at the global hardcore death log, and they always say, imagine dying at level, insert level. And it's always funny each time, no matter the level, because it's like, imagine dying at level 5. And it's like, yeah, totally.
Shut
and then it's
up.
like, imagine dying at level 46. It's like,
just sadness.
go easy on them.
Be nice. Are you really feeling the hardcore games lately, man? Because, like, maybe we could, like, do a little,
I'm gonna be on this for a minute, man.
Well, no. I mean, like, just, like, the whole, like, this, like, new culture of, like, hardcore-esque gaming. I guess not new, but kind of thing popping up where, like, a bunch of games are starting to pick this up and go after it kind of deal.
Why is there a game that we used to play that...
No. I'm saying, like, there may be. Like, we haven't really, like... This is still kind of new-ish. But maybe kind of like,
Well, I used to do it a lot on D2. Just see how far I could get. I did it on D3, like one character never died. I don't know. I was never like that into it.
Yeah.
Like I do have a Iron Man who was a hardcore Iron Man, and I died on him, but I didn't care. I still like the Iron Man aspect of it. That you can't trade other people.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, this is the first one I've gotten into in a while.
Yeah, dude. I mean, you seem into it.
Yeah,
You've got
I'm
like
5th character, man. I'm like looking up guides before I do certain things now, taking major precautions.
Oh, dude, I've been watching a lot of Pokemon Nuzlocke challenges, which are kind of the same thing. That's really what's been getting me into kind of the hardcore scene, where if a Pokemon faints for whatever reason, it's boxed forever. You can never use it again. And you can only catch one Pokemon per area. And there's a bunch of other rules, but really kind of like looking at these dudes who are going through and be like, all right, this is the gym leader. This is their Pokemon. These are the moves they have, right? I need to come up with a strategy just to beat this one gym leader. So I've got to catch like this Pokemon, teach it this type of move, and then like use them in this order. Like there's a whole like research aspect to the Nuzlocke, at least. And I'm assuming it's going to be like similar to like what these games are going to have, where there's going to be like hardcore strategies. Like whenever I played WoW, I could level up really quickly on a human, because I knew I had like my route to where like I pick up these 3 quests, I go complete them in this order, turn them in at once, like a really efficient way to like level up and play the game. I'm assuming, if it's not out already, there's going to be one for specifically hardcore. Like you said, like, hey, like, oh, you're starting an undead.
Yeah.
Don't do Silverpine. Go to the Barrens. Like, pro tip kind of deal.
Yeah, another thing about the hardcore add-on, when you make your character, you choose if you're going to be solo or if you got buddies to play with. So I can't group up and do quests with other people. I can do dungeons, but for the most part, it's completely solo until I start doing those 5-man dungeons. But if you want to play with a team, you can either do a duo or a trio, and you got to put in their names, and you 3 are a unit the entire time.
Okay.
You all 3 have to be playing at the same time. You can't like go play without each other. When one person dies, you all die.
Oh.
It counts as a death for everybody.
Some like soul bond kind of stuff, like Soul Link.
And yeah, it's like completely, and it's so cool, dude.
That is pretty cool.
It's so cool to just see like 3 Taurens just all grouped up. They got the healer. They're just all grinding together.
Dude, I'm telling you, dude, that's what my best memories, that was it, is me and 2 other dudes grouped together, like just grinding out missions and stuff like that. Like it,
I thought that was pretty cool because I didn't know how it worked at first, and when I saw that, but yeah, you like you have to all be playing together and do everything.
That's
pretty
super
much
cool.
Together.
You really have to like be on point with that. Like, hey, like every Thursday, 6 p.m. we're getting on for like 5 hours or whatever. Like, really have to like coordinate, almost like you're doing raids, you know?
Yeah.
Because whenever you're doing those like 40-man raids, like you're just like, yeah, Thursday night's raid night. Shout out to Jay, tells me about his raid nights all the time. Whoa. Ooh, is that some League footage?
I think I got some League, some Heimerdinger.
Heimerdinger.
Heimerdinger gameplay. That was on fire last night.
Oh man, more ARAMs, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh snap! Olaf with the what is that skin?
Broloff,
yeah.
Broloff. He's got the his axes are
like Bud Light boxes or whatever.
Yeah.
He's got
some
like
kind of beer.
He's got the beer helmet with the straws. Oh man. Goofy skins on League. Such goofy skins. Wow. Oh snap! Is that Sivir?
On their team?
No, on your team, right? Or is this a different dude who throws boomerangs?
Oh, that's Draven.
Draven.
He throws them. You could see him fly in the air, and then he catches them.
Huh?
Like it goes to a certain spot. Yeah, that's Draven. He's like super into himself. He's like, "Welcome to the League of Draven."
He's super into himself.
he is. That's just like how his character was designed to be super into himself.
If he could, he'd totally have sex with himself. Draven.
Dude, Landon has been fiending on WoW.
Yeah?
Yeah, my nephew Landon. I'll just hear him coming up the stairs. And, Uncle Jesse, can I play on your computer?
Pop, 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 pop,
Yeah.
pop.
This kid, he's got this intense looking samurai game for PS5. It looks amazing on that giant TV.
Yeah.
And he wants to come up here and play classic WoW. I'm like, all right, I can't say no. Can't say no to that, I guess. They're like watching the XP bar go up and getting so excited as it's about to level up. I'm like, oh, this is not good.
Yeah, it's starting that addiction early.
I told Randy, I was like, they want to play World of Warcraft. I was like, I should have kept this game to myself, but it's whatevs.
Yeah, I've been hiding Breath of the Wild from the boys. I've been playing it a bunch too.
Really?
Yeah, it's super fun. The guy throwing the boomerang, whatever's made me think of it, because you can get a boomerang in there, and whenever you throw it, you have to actually like quick time like catch it whenever it like makes its round. Otherwise, it just goes past you and like lands and like super far away.
You gotta be on it.
I was on the side of a mountain, and I like threw it, killed the dude, and I was like, yeah, awesome. And I missed the catch, and it just flew off the mountain and just like into the distance. I'm like, I'm never getting that back. But yeah, man, that Breath of the Wild, super fun. I started playing it because Tears of the Kingdom is like practically here. And it's just super great, man. The world is intimidatingly huge. Like, it is gigantic.
That's awesome.
Yeah, there's fast traveling. Once you like unlock like a tower or a little trial place, you can teleport there. But man, it is so big, and they've been able to hide so many like little secrets and like cool little stuff because it's just a huge map. I don't know if like the scale is bigger than Skyrim. I feel like it might. It feels like it's bigger than Skyrim. Like just as far as like a map size scaled to the character kind of deal. But dude, it's intense and it's hard. It's hard, man. You have to put such a big emphasis on defense. Like timing your parries and your blocks and your dodges, because like I'm getting one shot like all the time, constantly. There's just like a dude with a club, and like it slows crap, but if it hits me, I'm dead. And man, it's just been a good time. That's a close second for my game of the week, because I've been catching an hour or two of that every night.
Nice.
Yeah, dude. It's super great to just play a big old RPG again. I think my last one was Skyrim. My last like big open world RPG kind of thing.
I had to take a break from League for like 2 or 3 days, or probably 2 days. Mm-hmm. My pinky was hurting real bad, man.
Oh no!
Too much gaming. Like every time I would try to use my pinky, it would hurt.
Hitting that cue, boy.
So like, I guess
just like click.
Just gotta play WoW, I guess.
I've been having that problem with the Switch too, because like it's just flat, so there's nothing really for like the other fingers to. So it like rests on my pinky, and just like having all that weight just pushing it down, like it just gets like stiff, and I've got to like stretch it. A couple times it's fallen asleep. Like my pinky has fallen asleep from supporting the weight of a Switch.
Yeah. I see a lot of people getting grips for their handhelds, and it's the one Retroid made, the grips that your hands are supposed to go around, they barely come down. So it's just like, what are you doing? It's supposed to feel like a controller.
Yeah.
Somewhere for your fingers to go.
I've seen people 3D print some grips and slap them on their Switches and stuff.
Yeah, I've seen some good ones also.
Yeah. It's just like, it's hard to just hold like, I don't know, just a flat piece of like rectangle. Like it's not what the like hands are shaped to hold.
Yeah.
And that's why like controllers have come such a long way, but they've always just been like easier to hold than mobile gaming, like Game Boys and stuff like that. And even the Switch still, I mean, if they're ever going to improve the Switch, they just need to make like a solid Switch that just comes with good grips. So you can just play for like hours without hand pain or cramping or anything.
Let's do a little, let's rewind this real quick and show you what went down.
Okay, lay it on me.
So,
give me a breakdown, bro.
So in ARAMs, one of your summoners, there's an extra summoner spell you can get. It's a snowball. And you can fling it to your enemy. It does a little bit of damage. And if you hit them, you can press that button again and you'll fly towards them.
What?
So it's like, it's cool. It's very cool.
Yeah, it seems crazy for like melee characters.
Yeah, it's a really good way to get in there
Because it gives
start
you like
some
a
trouble.
dash. Yeah,
it's just like an extra mobility move. So, Jaime here. What my ultimate is it makes my next ability like extra strong. So if I go to throw down a turret, it's like a super strong turret. If I shoot some missiles, it shoots like 100 missiles. And then I have my little stun thing. But I always go with the turret. So I am about to snowball in here. These low health boys.
Oh, there's a snowball.
Snowball I hit.
You're
I
there.
activate my ult, throw down my turret. Throw down some spells. I flashed out. I was right in the middle.
Oh man.
And I think I just got a double. I might get a triple here.
Shut down.
That burned damage. No, but I came in like an assassin, right?
Yeah, dude.
Assassin, scientist, mage.
It's little tiny. Oh, what are they called? Whatever that race is, the Kerbals or whatever. They're like tiny, like Poppy's one, and I think Teemo's one. Like they're this whole like Yurgles. Yeah. I think
Yordle.
Something, man. I don't know. I'm not super deep into the lore. But like just this tiny
I think
like
Yordles, yes.
Little tiny like furry gnome man just like popping in, throwing down a cannon, just being like,
dude, he's in Arcane. Have you seen Arcane yet?
No.
Oh man, I gotta get it to you.
Isn't it on Amazon?
I have no idea. I don't pay
Amazon Prime.
I don't pay for that. Nothing.
I don't either.
But
but yeah,
it's good,
I've heard nothing but good things about it.
Yeah. Yeah, JJ was the one who mentioned it a long time ago. And I was like, all right, I'll give it a shot. And man, they put so much work into it. It looks good.
They're dipping their toes, man. League's got so many different like avenues of revenue right now between like obviously their MOBA, their card game, the friggin' Legend of Runeterra. They've got a show now. They're making other games that
that MMO. Can't wait for that.
Yeah. Man. And whatever that 2D RPG we talked about, I can't even remember it now.
What's the card game called?
Legends of Runeterra.
And then they have Wild Rift.
Yes. Yeah, which is like a
turn-based, I think.
Turn-based strategy game, yeah.
League. I tried to play it. I was just like clicking buttons. I just was trying to get through it. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get on this. I want to go slay.
The Legends of Runeterra was really cool. I really liked it. I'd have to spend a lot of time to get the deck building down. That's where I kind of like got overwhelmed a bit. Because I'm like, I have no idea. Because you just start unlocking a bunch of cards and decks, and you're just like, I have no idea what any of these things do. And then by using certain decks, you basically like level up those champions, because like each deck is 2 champions kind of mushed together. So like they have cards that play off of both champions in there. And there's other creatures and blah 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 blah, but it was just like, dude, I don't know enough about these cards to just like slap together two dudes that I barely know how to play. But it's super fun. The graphics are great. There's a ton to do, man. It's real grindy. Just like League. I mean, you're just playing matches, and unlocking stuff slowly, like talents and stuff. But it's for each individual champion who represents a card. It's crazy.
Oh man, I got I think I like leveled up or something, or I got a high rating. You get like little rewards if you get an S rating.
Yeah.
And one of my rewards was a fire Rammus skin. I can use some of my essence with this shard and get the fire Rammus skin. I just unlocked that last night.
In League?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Remember Rammus?
Rammus.
He's a little hedgehog guy who like rolls and spins at them, and like, he like rolls real fast on the ground, and he taunts you.
Sonic?
Oh, he is like a hedgehog or something. That rolls.
I'm sure if I saw him, I would know him, but like I can't picture. All I'm picturing is like
It's good.
Sonic the Hedgehog. Rams. Oh yeah, he's more like a Koopa. He's a Koopa Trooper.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
I just pwned with him. Oh yeah, this one right here.
Cool.
Got that molten Rammus,
Nice.
but got it for free, which was cool.
So I guess it only has to do a little bit with gaming because it's a movie based off a video game. But have you seen Jack Black singing the Peaches song?
I think I did see something.
He's like in the costume in like an all peach room, and he's like playing the piano.
I just saw like a little clip of him singing something.
Yeah, he's like dressed up as Bowser singing a song about Princess Peach, and it's all over the internet right now, and it's pretty funny, but it's just Jack Black being Jack Black.
Yeah,
dancing around the room and like doing his crazy voice, like saying stuff like that.
yeah, the old typical.
Yeah, it's your standard Jack Black
Black
model, but like it's Mario themed. But pretty funny. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. Go see the movie.
Did you see the movie?
No, I haven't seen the movie yet.
I heard so many bad things about it.
Really?
Yeah, like all of Reddit hated it.
I think they put too much stock in getting big name actors and actresses in there versus like the correct actors and actresses to voice. Because they got Seth Rogen to voice Donkey Kong. So it's just like this giant monkey who's supposed to be like the super powerful dude and like Mario's like first nemesis. And he's just like, like doing a Seth Rogen laugh. And it's
God.
It's just...
See, that's disappointing because I like Jack Black and I like Seth Rogen.
Yeah.
And see, nobody liked it.
As soon as the movie came out, people were already complaining that Chris Pratt didn't have an Italian enough accent while doing the Mario character. Like, it just sounded like Chris Pratt with like a little bit of an Italian inflection at the end. He's like, "It's a me, Mario," and it's like, all right, cool.
Nice try, cowboy.
Yeah. it was just a little disappointing that they didn't like. They were really trying to ride like, hey, it's Nintendo. Hey, we've got all these big names. It's bound to be a success. I know nothing of the story. It could be a fantastic story for all I know. But
I did watch the Weird Al Yankovic movie though.
with Daniel Radcliffe.
Yeah.
Eddie said it was really good.
Yeah, it was pretty good. It was good.
Yeah,
It's worth watching, definitely.
I'll have to check it out. Love Weird Al. Yeah. Speaking of Eddie, this is the link he sent from our good friends at Retro Dodo, who don't know we exist, but we're friends. Trust me. And they're speculating on Sony talking about having a mobile handheld, and I think games are picking up a lot more hardcore elements, but also mobile gaming is just kind of picking up a lot of traction because people want the convenience. This is some new generation stuff, but like it's like, oh, I wish I had the convenience of gaming, but like on my phone, but it was good. And it's like, all right, well, we already had Game Boys. No, like a lot of people don't remember that because it's old people technology, but yeah, it's Sony's, talking about getting into it, and that's just that's like a concept. That's not like actually what they're looking at. But I really don't like that. I hope they don't do that because like my hands are covering up like a good portion of that screen, because like my palms are going to be down there underneath the buttons and the sticks. So like, why have a screen all the way to the edge if you're not going to be able to see it past your hands? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
PlayStation. Just some random.
Yeah. That I don't think that image has anything to do with anything they're actually talking about doing. That's just what it is. But yeah, I think a lot of companies are gonna make a big push. Steam already did. Nintendo has been doing it. Sony's talking about doing it. The emulator retro gaming kind of like scene has been getting into it very aggressively. I think it's the way to go, man. I think everything has moved from like we want the most powerful system to like we want a better mobile system.
Yeah, I was looking at some I always check out like the Windows handhelds, the different handhelds that these random companies are making, and then they make them run off Windows. It's really interesting. Would be sweet to be able to play a little MMO on a handheld. That would be awesome.
I mean, they're strong enough, man. I'm sure the Steam Deck can play MMOs. Like,
yeah, people are playing literally everything on the Steam Deck right now.
Yeah.
But let's check out that Asus handheld.
Asus handheld.
Yeah, remember I was talking about it?
Yeah. Okay. This one's supposed to be like the best, right?
Well,
Isn't that
like
what
I
you're
said,
saying?
like wait to see what things are like a year from now. It's gonna be way better, But this is supposed to be better than the Steam Deck, and a little bit smaller and quieter.
Yeah. That was the big thing, was quieter. Because like, last thing I need is to like power up a handheld like on a bus or something. It's like,
Dude, that's what my PS3, my Xbox 360, even the PS4. You just hear that thing.
Oh, dude. Some of my fans died on my PC. And, like, I haven't replaced them yet because my computer's actually been, like, tolerable. Because before I filled every slot with every fan that would go in there. And it just, like, Dude, it sounded like I just had a box fan next to my face. Like a dollar store box fan. Just rattling. I was like, man, do I need to like insulate my computer? Put some egg crate on it? Soundproof it? But I again, man, I want some grippies. It looks like it's got a little bit of curvature to it.
Yeah.
But like,
And that helps.
it does help. It's better than just like a straight up like slab.
And it's like big, and I mean, well, I don't know how big that really is, but
is it a man holding it? It looks like a man hands.
hopefully, like, you can get most of your hands on the device.
Yeah. The Steam Deck looks like it's got good grips on it.
Yeah. It's huge.
It is huge, yeah. I mean, it's honestly, it's no bigger than a Switch. It's probably bigger than a Switch Lite, but it's roughly the same size as like just a normal Switch, man.
Steam Deck.
Oh, it is way bigger than a Switch. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I guess it's not insanely huge, but the screen's the same size. It's just the hand grips that are just
But
twice as big.
Just all your PC games on that.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh.
It might be thicker too.
Oh,
You
it's
can't really
thick.
see.
Yeah, it's thick.
It's
That
thick.
boy is thick.
Yeah, I can see how that would be a big problem for some people. Not to crap on people with tiny hands, but like I have really big hands, and like even the Switch feels way too small. Like I'm constantly bumping into stuff, like different buttons and things like that. I want a beefy kind of like grip to hold on to.
Machine.
Yeah. Like I just
And these have smaller joysticks, don't they? The Switches.
yeah. The
Kind of like
yeah, I
more
mean
similar to the Vita.
they're
size.
definitely bigger than this. Bigger than the Vita, but they just don't seem as durable as like
PS.
Xbox and PlayStation
Yeah.
controllers. I think that's why they sell them separately, and it's like $50 for like a new set of the whatever they are, the little controllers for the Switch. Because we just had to buy 2 more sets. That way we could play 4-player games. But I mean, my kids aren't super hard on stuff, but they just seem to wear out really quickly. And I want big, chunky, like, controller type buttons and triggers and joysticks. That way it, like, holds up.
You might have to get a Steam Deck, man. Or hold off until, prices are going to drop.
How much are Steam Decks right now? Do you know?
400. But I could definitely see, like,
That's a whole ass console.
yeah, I could see next year, maybe dropping down to 200 because there's just so much more stuff coming out that's going to compete.
I think that's going to be the new thing, man. I think the consoles are kind of just like, they haven't been improving, at least it seems to me, at the same like rate as before. Because before it was like they were taking these big, huge steps.
Mhm.
Like
Now it's just all the same.
yeah, it's like, oh, we increased like our graphics by 10%.
Yeah.
Another $400, please. And it's like, man, I don't know about this. But like this stuff is, maybe it's just because it's newer, that it's accelerating at a way faster rate. Neopets.
Oh man, I figured out why some of the old games aren't on Neopets right now.
Why?
Like most of the games dropped because they used to run off that old Flash player called Shockwave,
Yeah.
and it's like no longer a thing.
Really?
Yeah, so there's so many games that I would love to go play.
Yeah.
Dude, I was watching someone else play. They went to the giant omelet, dude, and we go take a piece of the omelet and it gives you a random omelet. Remember, once a day you could go grab your omelet.
Oh my gosh, dude. Yeah, dude, you've got the key to unlocking some buried memories right now. Yeah, freaking omelet, dude.
Dude, like the wheels that you would spin once a day, you get a free spin a day or whatever.
Do you remember, there was one game where you were like, I think Scorch, like one of the dragon pets, and you were like flying around, and it was like the old, like battleship games where it's like you're just like in a line and you're moving left to right and you're just like shooting enemies that are coming at you kind of deal.
Oh no, I might have to look it up.
My friend, that's like all he did was he played like that one game to the point where other people were handing him their logins to get in and play because he was like able to get them way more like coins or whatever.
Yeah, let me tell these listeners how Neopets works.
Listen up, you scrubs.
You can play the game as many times as you want, but you can only submit your score 3 times a day. So you want to do the best you can and then submit that score. So I see what you're saying. They were like, hey, do this for me.
I don't know what it was. I don't know if he just like, that was just like his bag. But, like, he found a game that he was really good at.
And he was earning them Neo points.
Dude, he was beating out everybody. Almost doubling everybody, like, in our little group. And, like, people would just have him log in, get 3 high scores.
Man, I wish I knew which one you were talking about. And I wish I could play them, but they're not there anymore.
Yeah. No, it was seriously just like you're a dragon, you're moving around, you just, like, shoot out stuff. And you pick up power-ups, and it, like, changes your fire breath.
Okay.
And just, like, enemies are just kind of, like, coming down, and you shoot them. And it's just like an endurance type thing.
You remember the one where it's like Snake, where you're like picking up the little egg type things?
Yeah, a lot of those games on there were just kind of like reskinned of like more classic games. There were a couple of originals. There were a lot of originals. I get you, but like some of those games.
That Hossy bounce.
Yeah, just reskin stuff. Get off of me, bro. Yeah, it's. But dude, that game was it was super fun.
Yeah, man, the stuff you could do once a day, I remember doing that. Just log it on, going to the Neopets world, going to the towns, going to the omelet thing once a day, just getting all my free stuff.
There was PvP with your pets and stuff like that, and you buy them equipment, and weren't there like houses too? You had like a room and you could like there was so much to that game because it was just like a web browser.
Yeah.
So like they could pack so much into there without having like, oh, you need a super good computer or a super good connection. It's just like you might sit there for 3 minutes while the page loads, but like you can play the same stuff everyone else is playing.
I miss playing Cheat,
yeah. That was a good one.
But another game I decided to check out, one that I haven't played since I was like 15 or 16.
Okay.
Habbo Hotel.
Habbo Hotel.
Did you play that?
No, why does that sound familiar though?
It's basically, I was looking at like all the old scams, like people were making a living off this game, running operations and stuff. It was basically just, you just make a little character and there's all this whole world you can go and just online talk to other people, and you could like buy furniture for your house, and people were setting up casino type things out of their house where like you had a chance to earn the Habbo points, whatever they're called, because they actually were worth real money somehow. It like transferred into real money, and people were setting up casinos in their house, and it became like this gigantic scam basically.
You've got to Google just an image, just like a screenshot of Habbo Hotel, because this sounds familiar, but I have no idea.
I remember I used to play with this chick when I was like 15, and we would just get on and talk about it.
Yes.
Huge virtual world. You earn points, you buy equipment for your house.
I 100% remember you playing this. Yeah. Wait, scroll. Is it talking about NFTs? Yeah, Habbo NFTs. Fantastic.
Yeah, they're still going.
The new scams are here, boys and girls. Get your NFTs.
If you had to guess how many people are logged onto this right now, what would you guess? Because I have an idea.
Habbo Hotel. Okay, 200,000.
That's a good guess. That's what, yeah, that's like,
Really?
yeah.
Ba-bam!
Still in this virtual world.
Suck it, nerds. Even a broken clock's right twice a day.
I tried to make an account, but I was like,
Why would you?
Just want to see what was going on.
Just some nostalgia, so you can like try to catch up. With
try
all
to
these,
find
like,
my old girlfriend again.
all
See
these-
if she's still playing.
all these Gen Zs trading NFTs on Habbo Hotel.
Yeah, when I heard that, that's what the guy said. He's like, there are still a couple 100,000 people on this consistently every day.
Man, I don't know.
I was like, what?
There could be people playing like Maple Story and Ragnarok still.
Oh yeah, Maple Story 2.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it's on Steam.
Ragnarok was another one. It was like a 2D kind of like fight a monster, go to the next area, collect items kind of deal.
I think I've seen that.
Yeah, probably that one.
Is it MMO?
Yeah. Yeah, it was an MMO. That's right now. A new MMO? Oh, this is not it. I need the old Ragnarok. The OG, yeah.
This one?
Yeah, that looks right.
Yeah. Yeah, see, this is basically Habbo Hotel, except there's not cool fighting like this.
Yeah, this looks like a pre-renew. I don't know what that is. But this is the game. I think this is way better graphics than what the original was. This might be like a remaster of it. But, yeah, you just, I guess it's a 2D. Kind of have these weird moments where it kind of looks 3D. But you're just kind of dropped into different areas. And you kill monsters, and you level up, and you collect items, and then you just go to the next area and you do the same thing. It's just combat grind. But we were able to get it on the schools, like the high school computers. So we played the crap out of it.
Heck yeah.
It's like one of like 5 games that weren't just like Flash games like Stickman Run and other things like that.
Yeah, not much changed when I went from, my senior year in high school to college. I was still doing what I could to play RuneScape on the PC that I had to use.
Yeah. I've floated around so much, man, on different games. I'd find a game every once in a while I'd really stick on, but for the most part, like, I was inconsistent in like the types of games I was playing. Like, I went from like World of Warcraft to Skyrim, and
then 10 years later,
I
switched it up.
playing Timberborn, going at it. Which they got a new update. There's an experimental patch now, and it's still early access, but they've got 2 factions, and this next update is excuse me. It's all about making the factions actually different and unique from each other. Because other than like a couple things, it was just like, I don't know what the difference between these 2 are. So they're doing that. They added a new map, which is cool. It's early access, so you're just kind of getting like previews and like beta testing kind of deals, like constantly. Well, not constantly, like every few months. But community's super awesome. The Reddit, Timberborn Reddit, is super helpful. Super great. A bunch of really great guys. It reminded me of what you were saying about Guild Wars community.
Yeah, you gotta find those like not extremely large communities.
Yeah, I think it's whenever we have, I think we probably already said this, but when it's a smaller community, they tend to be more like passionate about like the game. Like, they're doing it for the love of the game. Like, dudes that are still playing Guild Wars 1 do it because they love Guild Wars 1. not because they're trying to like, I'm trying to be the best at Guild Wars 1. It's like, dude, the game's so old. Like, come on. But
yeah, I keep seeing people talking about this achievement. I got to look into it, but it's something like, I don't fucking know.
on Guild Wars,
Yeah, it's some big achievement. It seems like one of the last achievements you get. I keep seeing it. Wish I remembered what it was.
yeah,
I'm assuming it's like, beat all the expansions, like play through, beat all the main missions,
yeah,
something like that.
100% the game to get 100% achievements, kind of deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do love every now and again on like Steam where you get like an achievement, you look at it and it's like only like 2% of players have ever gotten this achievement. I'm like, oh really? I must be a pro gamer. It does make you feel special, even if there's only like 30 dudes that like played it.
Now I feel you, like I said in Hardcore WoW. I haven't seen anyone else with that achievement.
Yeah,
And it really only is because that dude was there to help me.
It was all luck.
There was no way I could have gone down that crypt by myself and then killed everything and then killed the guy.
Yeah,
The little mini boss.
who cares, man? You got the achievement. If anything, just like don't play that character ever again. That way you constantly have that achievement. Just be like, yo, is it on your account or just on that character?
Just that character.
Okay, well then, shoot, man.
Yeah.
Keep that dude as like a monument to how much better you are than everybody else.
Yeah, because once you die, that add-on, tracks it. So like, all you do is go back to the login menu and delete your character, dude. It's painful.
That's brutal. Did they make you delete it yourself, or did they delete it for you?
You do it yourself.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
You gotta put old Yeller down.
You can just let it sit there, but I mean, as far as
Yeah, it's useless to you.
the
It's just
challenge is over.
It's taking up a slot. Yeah, but that is brutal that they make you delete your own character.
I think WoW's gonna probably do it themselves. There's two things that the players want right now. I'm seeing a lot of. First, it's hardcore. I wouldn't mind if it stayed as this add-on. It's really cool, the people who are running it. It's freaking huge right now. It's the biggest. More people are playing this than retail.
Good.
Yeah. So that's one thing that they need to do. Number two was an idea that people keep talking about. They want to do what Jagex did with RuneScape. They want the old version of the game, and then they just want content for that version of the game. So you're not necessarily leveling up more and going to other places to, it just changes too much. The expansion changes a lot.
Yep.
So they want that. They want classic, but with like little bits of more content slowly released.
Yeah, because it's like every expansion they're trying to give you a brand new game for you to play with.
And it changes everything. And like
Yeah.
all your stuff becomes useless basically.
Yeah, and what the people on Classic want is they don't want a new game, they just want a better version of the old game.
Yeah.
And I 100% understand. I think RuneScape, man, for all RuneScape is, I think it's doing a lot of things right. And I think even these big companies, even WoW, even World of Warcraft can like take a little slice of humble pie and like get some ideas off of RuneScape.
Yeah, I mean, what are they going to do next? They can't just leave it at Lich King, and everyone jump shipped Burning Crusade and they're jumping ship Lich King now, and they're going to hardcore. So like I think that's the way to do it, man.
People want a challenge, but like, man, original like vanilla WoW was just so instrumental to like a bunch of people playing MMOs, but just World of Warcraft was just such a big impact that like as soon as somebody does something new with it, you're like, oh yeah, like that nostalgia kind of kicks in. You're like, man, I want to go do that. I'd love to play through World of Warcraft again, like just experience like my first experience with World of Warcraft again.
Yeah.
Come in fresh, oh, it's like what, 15 years later? However old World of Warcraft is.
I think 2004.
So like 19. It's like almost 20 years old, dang. But yeah, just coming back to that, I find myself itching to go back to the Pokemon games on Game Boy all the time.
Get yourself a little hardcore challenge.
Oh, dude, I really that's what I'm thinking about doing for. It's so oversaturated on YouTube, but I'm thinking about doing like a Nuzlocke little challenge if I can find a nice emulator and a ROM. Record on my computer. Do a little Nuzlocke challenge, a little walk
That'd be
through
sweet.
Pokemon. Yeah, man.
It's funny because the way people used to do these hardcore challenges is they would just live stream every single second of gameplay.
Yes.
And that's how you knew it was legit. You know, and like they were doing hardcore challenges years ago. People were doing it. They were like, oh, I can already, last this long without dying. Let me just...
Yeah.
And then you got that mage fiend. Beat the whole game, or get the level 60 with 1 HP or some
Yeah.
crazy challenge. Yeah.
I saw a RuneScape challenge where he only has one inventory slot. And so, like, he can't even sell things, because in order to sell things, you need to, like, have an empty spot for the gold to go in, and then the item leaves.
Yeah, man, they have those where, like, you can't even use your bank.
Yeah.
So you can only use your inventory.
Only use your inventory. But he took it a step further, and he literally had one inventory space. That was
How did he block out the other spaces?
I think it was a mod, but basically it put like an
add-on
item in there. Yeah, like an add-on. It just put like it was like the red circle with the slash through it.
Yeah.
It was just like basically an item that he couldn't remove and he couldn't sell, and he just like he could put down as many as he wanted. He put down 27 of them.
Yeah, and if you live stream the whole thing, like that's how people know it's legit.
Yeah, I mean that's how Nuzlocke is. It's not an actual mod or anything. It's just a way of playing the game.
Mm-hmm.
And I've seen it done on Skyrim, same thing. Like, they died. They don't have to delete their character. Nothing's making them delete their character. But the challenge is, it's hardcore. So they themselves delete their character. Like, they hold themselves to the rules of the challenge, not like the game itself is holding them to the rules. Screen captured.
Watch him. Yeah.
Got them tiptoes on the ridge.
Dude, I had to go to Thunder Bluff the other day, man. I don't like those heights, dude. I don't like those
All
heights.
the elevators and stuff like that. There's no guardrails. Oh, dude. Catch me anywhere outside of Orgrimmar. Like, honestly. And, like, low-level Orgrimmar. Like, I'm not going to Thunder Bluffs and falling off the edge. I'm not going to Undercity and getting freaking smushed by an elevator or nothing.
You just gotta time it right, man. You gotta just wait for the door to come to you and then walk in right away. If you run up and you see the door open, don't go for it. Just wait for the next reset, dude. Wait for that next reset.
There's enough that's going to kill me in this game without me worrying about, like, whether a door in an elevator. I'm just going to be like, nah. No.
There's always a dead body there when you go in. It's so funny, dude. In the last hours, the dead body.
Oh, it's so sad.
Oh, this person AFK'd on a fire.
Man.
And this guy tries to message.
Trying to wake him up?
Yeah, he messages him and then he messages a paladin. And he's like, yo, heal this guy. And it's...
Oh, they're just trying to keep the dream alive.
Yeah.
Dude, that's got to be such a big... Because, like, things you really wouldn't worry about. Where, like, again, like, fall damage or, like, fire damage and stuff. You're like, ah, crap, that was dumb. Like, that sucks. And you just, like, respawn. But, like, to just lose yourself to this, like, a whole character, however many levels.
Days and hours.
Yeah.
God.
Finally made it to level cap and you get killed by a fire. like a campfire. Like, can you imagine?
The thing is, it's like it's gonna happen one day. That's just there's no
eventually
other
your
way
character's
to look
gonna
at it.
die. Yeah.
I mean, unless you can outlive it somehow, which is possible
Yeah.
if you don't play.
Just don't play. Yeah. But it's gonna happen. Somebody's gonna pull wrong. Your healer's gonna misclick or something like that.
Dude, the other day, a team, 40-man raid, hardcore, just completed Blackwing Lair.
Ooh.
The entire thing, like, and that's pretty.
Yeah. That killed Leroy Jenkins.
Yeah. Wait, no, that's Blackrock Depths.
Yeah, that's what I said.
That's the 10-man.
Yeah.
Blackwing Lair though.
Yeah.
Tough.
Is it?
Well, like me and my guild, like back like the last time I played, we did it, no problem. But there were still deaths here and there. Like at least, we weren't playing hardcore, and they did it. They completed it, dude. No deaths.
Good for them.
Yeah. This was like big news a couple days ago.
It's big on the forums, my guy. Swamp of Sorrows. What a place to die.
Level 38.
By himself, got killed by some gators.
Give this dude a shout out since we're playing his stuff.
Yeah.
Savi
Clips. Just doing compilations, reaction to compilations of hardcore deaths. I'll definitely have to check these out.
Shout out to this guy too, because they play together. They're both hilarious. He's the one with the level 41 human mage right now.
Oh yeah, the Shannon dude.
How do you pronounce that? Haru? Yeah, Shannon.
Zario.
Sorry.
I have no idea. Yeah, shout out to both those dudes.
These deaths are so
putting out the content.
Sad. Yeah, and then they do reviews on people. Just send him their deaths, and then he does a little review.
So like revives, there's no reviving either.
No,
like not even like.
There's no point if you're playing priest. There's no point to pick up the resurrect spell. Actually, no, you do need it for some quests, but like,
oh yeah,
you're never going to be resurrecting
or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not going to be on your hot bar while you're freaking.
Yeah, because I remember raids. I paid like the 10 silver or whatever, and I'm like, dang, I needed that 10 silver.
I needed some boots. Oh man. Yeah, that's our. Oh.
Oh no!
Dang it!
Level 21. Shadow Thing Keep. Yeah. So my next dungeon is gonna be Wailing Caverns.
Wailing Caverns.
I think I'm gonna get to like level 21 or 22. But again, like, dude, you got to be able to trust your team. Like, I put together the last group. I'm putting together the next one.
You're
like,
gonna Ocean's 11, like Wailing Caverns.
Basically,
we got a team, the best of the best in the business.
Yeah. No, I did scope these people out because I knew the healer. He was in my guild, dude. And then the next two people, I'm like, yo, any DPS, and they were high level for the dungeon. They were high enough, and they didn't do it yet. So I'm like, I could trust these guys.
Oh, dude. It's like, listen, 100%, I'm with you. You should be getting like the best dudes you can get. But honestly, it's just funny how like seriously you're taking like, no, I know exactly, like you're picking out your like lineup for a freaking like NFL championship. You're like, no, dude, like I need these guys. Yeah.
Oh, it was so
Scouting
sad,
them
man.
out.
Because like an hour after we finished the instance, dude, the tank died in the Barrens, and I was just like, no. I got right in the chat. I was like, no,
no.
That is so disappointing. That is
the worst.
I'm about to be there. I think that's. Oh, Red Ridge Mountains. I'm not about to be there.
That place was pretty rough too. There was a lot of between the spiders and those like outlaw dudes, they were both able to like
Dude, all
knight
down
you.
there, all the elites too. Just
Mhm.
guarding the castle, all those strong ass orcs.
That place was rough even in normal. Man. Dude, I'm real hyped to see your content. I'm
Yeah.
not even gonna lie. Dude, I wanna like
Honestly, dude, I would not recommend playing it.
I'm not gonna play it. I
Okay.
want you to play it so
Okay.
I can watch it. I want you to record like you running through and doing stuff. Even if it's on Twitch, even if it's just like real casual
I
on
might have to. That's like one of the reasons I moved it around. I needed it to look a little bit better for streaming if I'm gonna use a webcam.
Yeah. Nah, man. Honestly, I'm behind you 100%. Like I wanna be part of this. I'm not gonna be part of this because like
You're gonna be watching.
I'm gonna be a supporter, but nah, this honestly, dude, I'm finding a good home in these free to play games. I'm gonna keep checking out free to play games, but like, dude, that honestly, this really has me hyped for World of Warcraft.
Yeah.
To where I'm getting itchy. Like I kind of want to like get on that grind again.
Dude, you can straight up send people money on Blizzard
What?
in like intervals of $5. I was like, I'm about to send this dude $15, dude. And then I died like a couple times, and I'm like, I don't know, man. This is something else, man. This is a whole nother new animal.
No, dude, this is it's gonna be a whole thing. Like this is gonna be like a whole focus, dude. Like you're gonna develop strategies. You're gonna have like a whole different mindset just to like log in and play this than like any other
I'm
game.
taking it pretty slow.
Yeah, no. Take your time, man. Learn what you can. You got to, because going fast, trying to do more than like taking a risk, that's how you delete characters. Like, I'm not saying like crawl, but I'm saying like, you know,
I like
tread carefully.
scope out an area before I decide what I'm gonna do. I have to.
Dude, that's how I used to play. Even with the rogue, I'd stealth around and like count the number of enemies. I'd even watch like their paths for a while. And this wasn't even hardcore, man. This is just me like solo playing
I'm scared
vanilla.
to go here. This is where I died on my level 12 rogue because I crossed the
Raven
water.
is-
and
Yeah.
there was like 2 level 19 werewolves that just boom boom.
Pap, pap.
It hurt, man.
Oh, yeah.
Because that was like
You start getting invested in these characters, dude.
that's like it was probably like 6 hours of gameplay.
Just lost.
Yeah.
That is the worst part when you're just like, dude, I'm never getting those 6 hours back. But you are getting something out of them. Like, you're learning.
Yeah. I was like, okay, I guess, don't cross that river. Don't go to Silver Pine.
Lesson learned. Oh,
yeah, dude. People are like, yo, stay in the Barrens till level 30. I was like, 30.
Dude, you could, man. The Barrens
Yeah.
are huge.
Yeah, you can.
There's so much in there.
Makes me want to pet. Like, I'm missing playing Hunter a little bit. Because I see those raptors in there. And,
Oh, yeah. I mean, dude, if you... I mean, knock on wood, but if you lose that dude, just roll up a hunter.
Yeah, you could work on a couple characters at the same time.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, you just start another character.
I was thinking about messing with the priest, because, dude, Shadow Priest, a lot of fun.
They do a lot of DPS.
A lot of fun leveling up. Oh, no. It hurts to see someone higher level than you die.
Yeah,
Like,
dude.
it's a strange feeling. Like, no.
If they couldn't do it, what chance do I have? Oh.
That's why you just gotta. Oh yeah.
So we got like a bunch of little naming conventions on this, where we call stuff certain things. We think we should like brainstorm a little name for your little hardcore series. Troll plays, troll survives, hardcore troll. Going on here?
If my character was a troll, maybe.
Yeah. That would be funny if you made a troll character.
Probably
That'd be a
just
little bit too
do-
on the nose, though.
Solo hardcore rogue.
Yeah.
And then whatever level. Or I don't have to have the level.
Oh man, we'll think of something. We can always change the titles later if we like find something better.
Yeah, you know what? If you can think of something witty, lay it on me.
Yeah. Put in the comments, message us. The troll's email's in there. You can just message him, shoot him an email.
About halfway through this, if you pause the YouTube video,
Yeah,
it's pretty easy. copetroll@gmail.com.
Yeah, all right, so we're definitely not blurring it out. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a big deal. Email.
It's your email, man. You do what you want with your
I have a feeling you're gonna go like on your little proxy email and send me some troll spam.
My troll account. Just troll the troll. No, seriously. You guys have any ideas or suggestions about like series you guys might want to watch? I mean, ultimately we're gonna do what we're gonna do. We're gonna do what we actually like want to do. Otherwise, it wouldn't be like genuine.
I didn't pick any. I didn't pick any of like the extra achievements they had because they just look so hard. I didn't even mess with it. So it's just the base challenge. I'm just trying to get to level 60.
Yeah.
You know, that's without dying.
Honestly, dude, it's less about like how good you are as a player. It's more about like, hey, like we're on a journey, seeing this like you and the character kind of grow through this challenge.
Yeah.
And just like what you can do and how you can do it and like blah blah blah. It's more about the journey, man, than like freaking oh sweet best in the realm, blah 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 blah. MLG 360 no scope.
Dude, he's him and the other dude. Haru. They run into some of the sickest players.
Yeah.
Like just it looks like the people cheat or something like that. Like they got the best epics and they're hardcore, never died. It's crazy. Doesn't make sense.
Man. But yeah, man, I'm hyped. I'm gonna start my own little series. I haven't decided on it yet, but I am 100% behind you with this challenge.
Hell yeah.
100%. I don't care how many characters you go through. I'm watching every single one, man.
Let's do it.
But
I want to go live tomorrow, but this isn't going to be coming out tomorrow, you know.
That's true.
So I might have to just
I can upload it tomorrow, and then the day after you can start going after it.
Yeah, I'll wait a day. I'll get to level 20 tomorrow. Because it takes me a while now.
Yeah.
Like, it takes me a while to get each level.
Oh, dude, just
It's tough.
record as much as you want, dude. Stream it and record it. That way, anybody who misses the stream can still watch it on YouTube. And we'll be good to go, man. Heck yeah. Heck yeah.
Shout out to Savi for coming out with this awesome content again.
Yeah, dude.
Every day. I'm watching all the clips every day. They're all good.
Oh, I'm checking them out later. Yeah. Because I've never even heard of this dude till tonight. So, man.
Yeah, this dude too.
Saryu. XARYU. Another dude. Yeah, if you want to check them out, go check out these dudes playing hardcore World of Warcraft.
I'll link their channels in the description.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What's it say?
What?
The channels in the description?
I said I'll link
You
theirs.
link. I thought you said you like them, and I was like, oh, what does their description say? My bad. But man, I think that's episode 13.
Yeah, buddy.
I think it's time to clean up some glasses and put some chairs on some tables and hop up out of this tavern.
Hell yeah.
Start planning our next adventure into hardcore World of Warcraft.
Yeah, I'm gonna get to level 20.
Yeah, take your time.
We'll do it tonight.
Tonight. Oh, you're so bold. I was thinking about bedtime like 3 hours ago, and
Yeah.
you're just like, dude, I'm ready to start going now.
No, I've actually been awake since 2 a.m. So we're getting close to 24 hours.
Dang, I should have brought you a coffee.
Oh, I'm still sipping on this coffee. But yeah, I think I'm gonna play a little bit.
Heck yeah.
Hopefully not die. I'll just kill some easy mobs for a little bit.
Nah, dude. Again, take your time. Take your time.
Hell yeah. Thank y'all for listening.
Tune in next time.